My husband is in his 70s and recently started falling asleep during sex. Is this a medical problem or just old age?
Is there any better way to fall asleep? No, I'm kidding. It could be a medical problem, but it could be old age. In reality, might be a little bit of both. So first off, older adults have a harder time falling asleep. As we age, we produce and then secrete less melatonin, and that's that hormone that helps promote sleep, helps us with circadian rhythm, and all of those normal sleep patterns. As we age, we also might be more sensitive to noise or any other changes in the environment. And older people also sleep less deeply. They often wake up more often throughout the night, and just causing older adults to be more tired. Good news is sexual activity can cause sleep. So sex reduces the levels of that hormone cortisol. That's that bad hormone related to stress, weight gain. It keeps you awake with anxiety and a bunch of other things. So after you orgasm, the body releases oxytocin and prolactin. Those are the good hormones that induce pleasant, relaxing feelings, make you want to cuddle a little more. Orgasms also produce vasopressin, and that leaves you relaxed and sleepy. Think of it like the ultimate sedative. Now combine all this with a comfy bed, possibly a stressful week, and a dark room, it's understandable that he might fall asleep. There's also the stereotype that men fall asleep after sex, which by the way is just a stereotype. Women fall asleep after sex just as easily, assuming that both have orgasms. So to avoid this, stick with having sex when you're both feeling refreshed. So Saturday and Sunday mornings are ideal. Testosterone levels are much higher in the morning, or possibly after a nap. I don't know why people always think sex should only be at night, so just go for it when you're feeling a little more refreshed. Now, there is a medical condition, and he could have what's called sexsomnia. So this is what happens when people fall asleep after sex or sometimes during. It isn't that uncommon to just fall asleep after sex or during, but if you're having sexsomnia, that means you're staying asleep during the entire sex session, right? This can happen when a person is asleep and proceeds to initiate sexual activity. Think of it as kind of like a mix between sleepwalking and adolescent wet dreams. I had a friend whose boyfriend had this. She would get very annoyed after he would turn down sex when they were awake, but then initiate it in the middle of the night. So it did cause some issues. But the good news is treating these conditions, the underlying conditions that cause sleep disruption, it's like sleep apnea or a whole wide range of issues, may also reduce or resolve cases of sexsomnia. There are medical treatment options for sexsomnia, anti-anxiety meds, antidepressant medications. There's also nasal continuous airway pressure therapy that can cause better sleep to avoid any of these issues.